Hi, welcome to McVie Cruise and Travel. This is MSC Preziosa. She was launched in 2013 and holds up to 4,345 guests. She's part of the Fantasia class of ships, and they're pretty much the same as the sister ships Fantasia, Splendida and Divina. This was taken from a recent Northern European cruise we took on Preziosa from Southampton. We really like the ship, although it's about 12 years old now. I think it's still in good condition, and the decor doesn't really look dated, apart from maybe a couple of odd places, but otherwise, really nice ship. So, we're starting out here on deck 5 at the Preziosa bar and the atrium. There's a good amount of seating around here, but it can get a bit busy in the evenings. The atrium spans decks 5, 6 and 7, and it's pretty big actually. Doesn't feel too closed in. There's a lot of nice places to sit around. And you also have the guest services around the outside. I was up early filming this, so there weren't too many people around, but it does get busier than this of course, so yeah, don't be surprised if it's not empty. I like how on older ships like this, the atrium extends up a few more decks, and on here you've got the windows overlooking everything, which is quite cool. To the aft of the atrium is one of the main dining rooms, the Golden Lobster, and this is where we were eating on this cruise. The dining room is set across decks 5 and 6, and there's a big staircase in the middle with the Golden Lobster itself. Moving up the crystal staircase, made with Swarovski crystals, not easy to say, we are on deck 6. So there's a little bit of seating around the outside and the top of this impressive water feature. It feels quite unusual to have something like this inside the ship. On one side of the atrium is the diamond bar and library. Again, lots of seating here, but it does get busy. On the other side is the excursion office, where you can come and see what excursions are on offer or ask about the port shuttles. Moving back from there, we've got the sunglasses and watch shop, followed by La Caramella sweet shop. Surprisingly, we managed to stay away from there. Also on deck 6 is the top of the Golden Lobster restaurant, and towards the back of the ship is L'Arabesque restaurant. You can't walk straight through from deck 6, you have to go up deck 7, back and then down. Because we weren't in that restaurant, I didn't get in there for filming. Back towards the front of the ship from the atrium is the mini mall duty-free shops. And moving forward still is the Phoenician Plaza, which has various shops around the outside selling clothes, handbags and perfume. There is a bar at one end of the plaza and seating in the middle. They also serve snacks and cakes in here, which is a good alternative if you just want a light breakfast or lunch. Continuing forward is the Millennium Star Casino. It's quite big and spacious with lots of different slot machines and tables. They do allow smoking in here, but it didn't seem to be too smoky on this cruise. You can also go up the stairs here to get to the El Dorado bar. We'll come back to that shortly. All the way in the bow of the ship is the Platinum Theatre. The main access is here on deck 6, but you can get up into the balcony on deck 7. This theatre is huge, but it's really good, unobstructed views from all of the seats. If you're all the way down at the front here and you don't want to wait in the queue, you can just try these stairs to the side of the stage and go back up to deck 7 and get out. And doing that leads us nicely out to the El Dorado piano bar. It's a good place to come before the show and sit with a drink while you wait, or take one in with you. And these stairs go back down to the casino. Moving back, we have the green sax bar. You have to be careful saying that. This bar looks nice, but we didn't get to spend much time in here because it was often full. They did some of the quizzes in here during the day and it'd be really popular, and they did have some live music in the evenings as well. But yeah, unfortunately it was very busy, so we didn't get a chance to stay in here very much. Off to one side of the jazz bar is the sports bar, and you can come here to watch sports, I guess, or do some bowling. That brings us back to the atrium, and on this deck you have Il Cappuccino coffee shop and bar. They have a few pastries on offer in here, which is always a nice touch. You also have the logo shop here for all your MSC and Preziosa branded items. You've got to get a ship magnet, right? Next up is La Locanda Pizza and Wine Bar. This was a nice area to sit and get a drink, and it was often less busy than some of the other bars. The pizza here is an extra charge though, which didn't really make sense to me considering the pizza in the buffet was so good and available most of the day. There's also an entrance to the Butcher's Cut restaurant here, their specialty steak restaurant. I've heard really good things about it, and I think we need to try it next time we're on an MSC cruise. Further back from that, we've got the photo gallery where you can come and see all your pictures that might have been taken by the photographers throughout the cruise, and this leads on to the safari lounge at the back. This is a nice big area with lots of seating. They have a lot of entertainment on in here, some through the day, but mostly in the evening, where they might host dance classes, they'll have a live band, and they have the silent disco in here as well. On deck 7, you can also get out to the promenade. This doesn't go all around the ship, but you can walk from the front to the back, essentially. And all the way at the back, you have these stairs that can take you from deck 7 all the way up to 14 for the buffet, or 15 for the garden pool. So these are pretty cool. So we're starting up here in the Inca and Maya buffet. This is a really large area, and the food is quite nicely spread out, though it does get repeated at different points. There's a really good amount of seating here, and we found it was often less busy towards the back of the ship, so worth walking around to find yourself a good place to sit. Moving forward from the buffet is the Aqua Park pool area. Aqua Park might be a bit of a stretch, but it's a nice pool and there's lots of space around for loungers. You have a bar on either side, the Sapphire bar and the Turquoise bar to go and get your drinks from. Continuing forward on deck 14 is La Playa Preziosa, which is a nice indoor pool area with a good sized pool and hot tubs around. It has a retractable roof, so if you're lucky and you get some nice sunshine, they can open it up. We were sailing Northern Europe in March, so it was sunny, but it was still pretty chilly. There's a bar here in the corner for coffees or some nice cocktails, and on the other side of the pool there are some more lounges where you can sit and look out to sea. Then all the way forward is the Aurea Spa, the spa bar and the gym and all of the other spa thermal facilities, which we didn't try out on this cruise. Moving up to deck 15 and back in La Playa Preziosa, you can get a better view over the pool area and the whirlpools on offer, and there's a bit more seating up here as well as a few table tennis tables. Next is the top deck of the main pool area, the Aqua Park. There's a hot tub on either side, which is quite nice. They're a bit quieter than the ones down on the main pool. And you have some good views over the main pool deck and obviously out to sea as well. So skipping all the way to the back of the ship, we have the garden, bar and pool area. If it was a bit warmer, this would have been a really nice pool to come and have a swim in with the outlook over the back of the ship and whatever port you might be in, or this wake views if you're at sea. Up on deck 16 now, and still at the back of the ship, there's more space for loungers, and they have the Brezza Marina here, which I think is just this area with the hot tub on either side of the ship. But I guess it's a nice place for parents to come and relax, because next to it is the Do Re Mi Castle and kids water park area, so you can keep an eye on your kids while you lounge around as well. This is also where the Vertigo water slide starts, which looks quite fun. It takes you out over the side of the ship and back down to deck 15. Lastly, back inside on deck 16 is the Galaxy Lounge, restaurant and club. On this side is the area that opens up as the club in the evenings. It leads over to the specialty sushi restaurant on the other side. This whole lounge area is great and it's got nice views out to sea and over the pool, so it is just a bit of a shame that it's only open in the evenings really. Sadly, we were not staying in the yacht club, so this video doesn't include any of those areas. Maybe one day we can give it a go. So that's everything that Preziosa has to offer. Overall, we really like the ship. There's lots of nice bars and areas to go to, and while some of the times of the day it can feel a bit busy, everything is spaced out quite nicely, so it generally doesn't feel too overcrowded. Despite the age of the ship, it doesn't feel dated, and it's certainly not run down or showing its age in places. We'd definitely sail on her again if we get the chance. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and give it a like, and we'll see you in the next videos.